This is a Hyundai, but it's not built like any Hyundai you've seen before. Body-on-frame construction, off-road proportions, and a clear focus on capability over efficiency. So the real question is, why is Hyundai entering a space dominated by hardcore off-road brands? I'm AVA, and this might be one of Hyundai's most unexpected moves yet. At first glance, the Hyundai Boulder Concept immediately separates itself from Hyundai's current lineup, because this is not built on a unibody platform. This is a full body-on-frame architecture, and that single decision changes the entire engineering philosophy of the vehicle. Body-on-frame construction allows the chassis to absorb stress independently from the body, which is critical in extreme off-road conditions. It improves durability, reduces structural fatigue, and most importantly, it allows for greater suspension articulation. And articulation is everything off-road, because the more independently your wheels can move, the more traction you maintain over uneven terrain. Now look at the proportions. Short front and rear overhangs, a more vertical front fascia, and a noticeably higher ride height. These are not just design choices. They directly impact approach angle, departure angle, and breakover angle, three key metrics that define real off-road capability. And then there's the stance, wider track, more planted posture, and a geometry that suggests stability over loose surfaces. Even without confirmed specs, the architecture strongly hints at a torque-focused powertrain, something optimized for low-end delivery, controlled throttle response, and sustained load under difficult conditions. Not high-speed performance, but controlled, usable power. And that distinction matters, because this vehicle is not designed to be fast. It's designed to be effective. And from an engineering standpoint, Hyundai is clearly prioritizing capability over efficiency here. The competition? The Toyota 4Runner has heritage, but its tech is often a generation behind. The Ford Bronco has the cool factor, but lacks the refined reliability Hyundai is famous for. The Boulder enters as the reliable rebel. It matches the 4Runner's 5,000 lb plus towing capacity and the Bronco's approach angles, 43 degrees, but adds a 10-year warranty and a cabin that doesn't feel like it's made of recycled soda bottles. And that positioning puts it directly against some very specific competitors. These are not just SUVs. They are purpose-built off-road machines. So Hyundai entering this segment is not a small step. It's a direct challenge to brands that built their identity around capability. And that makes this concept far more strategic than it looks. Hyundai is shifting from value to lifestyle authority. By launching the Boulder, they are validating their N-Line and XRT trims. It's a halo effect. If a customer sees that Hyundai can build a vehicle that conquers the Rubicon Trail, they'll feel a lot more confident buying a Santa Fe for their weekend camping trip. This is about building brand grit. From a strategic perspective, this move makes sense. The global SUV market is evolving. Customers are no longer just looking for comfort. They want identity, capability, adventure, and a sense of purpose. Hyundai has already proven it can compete in design and technology. But this is about entering a new emotional space. A space where vehicles are defined not just by efficiency, but by what they can handle. And that could fundamentally change how the brand is perceived. Is it logical? Absolutely. The market for body-on-frame SUVs has grown 24% in the last 3 years, while sedan sales plateau. Is it unnecessary? Only if you stay on the pavement. But here is the real kicker. If Hyundai doesn't build this, they leave money on the table for Toyota and Ford to grab. In the age of electrification, a high-performance ICE/hybrid off-roader is the ultimate last hurrah for enthusiasts. The Boulder isn't a distraction, it's a diversification. It gives the brand a tough soul that the EV lineup desperately needs for balance. Technically, it has the foundation to compete. But entering a segment like this requires more than engineering. It requires credibility. And that takes time. So the real question is, will people trust Hyundai in a space dominated by legacy off-road brands? Or is this the beginning of something much bigger? Because if this works, Hyundai doesn't just enter the segment. It reshapes it. And that's where things get interesting. I'm AVA. And I'll see you in the next one.